Incoming message.
It was the dawn of the third age of mankind. Groovy.
Hi-ho. This is me, Kermit the Frog.
Hello there.
Oopsie.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Not a great plan.
Program complete. Enter when ready.
Let's see what's out there. Engage.
Different roads, same old spark. Talking Trek till the streetlights spark. We're those sci-fi guys riding warp speed waves. Mac and DT cannon lighting up the airwaves. Blasters of books, we're geek to the core. Laughing through the lore on those sci-fi guys.
Laughing through the core. That is it. We are those sci-fi guys, and this is the Sci-Fi Guys Show. Just two working dudes every live different jobs, but a whole lot of love for science fiction and the fun that comes with. We are your hosts. I am P.S. McKay, coming to you live from, well, it's not Saturday night, and it's not really live either. So, coming to you pre-recorded from an undisclosed location in Central California, ready to talk about those ghosts and paranormal things, just like Art Bell did back in the day. Playing
Sure,
the
why not?
Zits. Yeah, discussing Men in Black.
Gross, dude. Anyway, I'm TT Calfman, and clearly Mac is off his rocker. So,
No, this is Mac just stopped caring. And damn it, I got to go off camera. I'll be right back. Keep talking.
Clearly, we know I've already hit that point. Well, since Mac just wants to wander away, welcome, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed our neat little crossover with these sci-fi guys earlier in the week. It was a lot of fun. Those dudes rock. It was
Had a good time.
Another great crossover, my man.
Every time's great with them. If only we could, be of like a quarter of that caliber. All right,
Or half that caliber. There's 4 of them.
No, that's okay. So maybe 3/4. I don't know. But it was a good time. Good time had by all.
Oh my, yes.
And I learned jackbox.co, or is it .ne?
Whatever it was out there, man.
That was a weird game. Fun, but weird. But it's a fun game to play. That's for sure. So, and yet you won again. I mean, trivia wasn't even related to sci-fi, so that's a fun thing, DT. Good for you.
There were so many comments like, this isn't even a sci-fi thing.
Yeah, it wasn't. Thanks for ruining it for everyone.
But in fairness, it's kind of on brand.
No one didn't say otherwise. So,
and in fairness, I was into the brain juice.
The brain juice.
Oh, I cracked the Chimay for the crossover, dude.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had already started drinking well beforehand. Oh, what was that? I was still at work right before I got on. Nah, we don't need to talk about that. That's not true. It didn't happen. Well, whatever. Yeah. All right. So good stuff. The big feature was Predator Badlands, which I will say I liked, and we already talked about it. It's already the episode, so everyone knows my thoughts and feelings. But we decided to, that movie recently came out. We didn't really focus on it. We might have mentioned it a couple here or there, but
not even a little.
Yeah, maybe we didn't even mention it at all. I just know that it petered out at the box office, and I'm like, oh, well, if it's petering out, then that just means it's meh. It's okay. I didn't hear anything bad about it, but I liked it more than I thought I would, though.
Yeah. And it was a different look at the franchise.
Yeah, so. Exactly. So your suggestion for today, because I said I don't want to do homework. Homework is once a week. But we still needed to log our episode for this week. So what did you suggest?
To log our episode.
Sure. Yeah. That's right. No, there's no Freudian slip there. Don't tell me you disconnect. There you go. Okay, good. It's a joke.
No, you froze. So like, oh no.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we both froze, but it was probably me.
Sounds right.
Probably on my end. Always is. All right. Yeah. So what was your suggestion for tonight that we decided to focus on?
It's been a little bit, and we actually are starting to get into some things ramping up right now. We're starting to see a decent amount of sci-fi projects coming up over the next, few months. I mean, the year kind of started off a little slow. We did get the wonderful A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. That's more fantasy per se than sci-fi, but it was
still good enough for
us to cover. It's been good, for us to keep up our relevance, staying on relevant things as they come out. And, we're continuing to push with that. And there's a lot of things coming right now and some interesting ones too. So, we had a run of a lot of we did a couple of reviews, of old episodes and older movies. So it was nice to kind of do back to back where we did us, a current TV show, us with the Sci-Fi guys doing a recently released movie. And now we're going to preview some very up and coming projects in the sci-fi superhero genres. So,
yes.
And because we did a little bit of work, we've got them coming in chronological order. And the first one coming up is season 2 of Daredevil Born Again, which is going to debut on Disney Plus March 24th. So let me tell you, I really enjoyed Daredevil season 2. It actually felt like they just rolled into
season 1.
A new season of Daredevil. If you watched the Netflix series, this is a continuation of that, which is pretty awesome. They do make hints to some of Matt Murdock's other appearances in the more mainstream MCU. More so his very brief cameo in Spider-Man No Way Home. I believe Fisk mentions, Spider-Man somewhere.
You can believe that, or you're not going to believe that?
No, I believe he did mention it in the TV show. So season 1 of Daredevil Born Again was fantastic. It started off with a huge bang, and they ended season 1 with a huge bang. So
yeah, I didn't do that homework.
You didn't watch Daredevil Born Again?
I watched the first 2 episodes, I think, that we reviewed, and then I forgot.
It was good, man.
I've got so many things I have to do, and I'm writing, so it's like I'm in the middle.
I'm sure you are.
Of things. I'm trying to pull up Disney Plus right now for the thing, but they changed up Disney Plus all. What the heck?
That's because Hulu's eventually going to go away.
It will, but not
soon enough.
Yes. Technically, no. But yes, and yes, but no. What's that thing from that TV show with the claymation? Or is the movie The Pirates?
Huh?
He's a very confusing, like wiry pirate, a lot like Jack Sparrow, but kid friendly. Like technically no, but exactly that. That's his meme thing. Okay, never mind.
Okie dokie.
I lost you. So should I just stop and you want to go?
Do you got the trailer?
Is there a trailer for it?
God, do you think so?
I don't know. I didn't look for one though. Hold on.
Fair enough.
I wasn't expecting that. So Daredevil, Born Again season 2. Here we go. Let's see.
It's kind of hard for me not to, mention what happens.
Let's do it to it, shall we?
Ooh,
let's
nice,
get
yes.
bananated.
Ooh.
I did my job.
Wait, is this that Bullseye guy?
Okay. That was Bullseye, yep.
Love is for
The one that
Interesting.
killed Happy?
'cause nobody gives a
Foggy.
Foggy? Not Happy.
Yep.
I feel liberated, over medicated.
I hope you can walk because I'm not carrying you.
Oh, there's
Yes, good go.
It was already there. What you want, I can tell by the look on your.
Saw or shovel?
Oh, what the hell was that about? You just saw Foggy.
Flashback, I'm sure.
Okay. Is
Doesn't
Fisk
really
still
tell you
mayor?
much. Yeah, yes.
Good. I like that. I don't want him to
It does-
not be mayor. There we go. Well, that's not the most menacing. There we go. Maniacal smile.
Well, it is a
I'm just
little
going to stop
psychotic.
sharing that.
But yeah, man. Season 1 was fantastic. You have a couple of weeks to knock out whatever the remaining 5 or 6 episodes you didn't watch to get up to snuff. And then we can dive into that review. Are you just looking down? What?
2, 3, 4, 7 episodes I haven't watched.
Oh my.
So yeah. Yeah, there's that. There is that, everybody.
I guess so. Yeah, it was weird that they had 9 episodes.
Was the first episode long? It was an hour long, but I mean, all the others are in mid 40s. Episode 4 is 54 minutes. Last episode is 59. So, well, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. You're right, 9 episodes, but then they also filmed like 18. They scrapped like, they were halfway through filming 18 episodes and they scrapped those. And then they brought these up. So
I just assumed that they split it in half.
well, I mean, they rewrote all the 18 episodes. But you're right. That doesn't explain the 9 episode thing, which is still weird. Oh, well.
Yeah. Disney Plus, I feel
I have to watch
has
amount of
shorted
apathy
us
right
on-
now.
Well, they've shorted us on so many things that it's kind of nice to see some slightly longer seasons.
Yeah, it's nice to see that Deborah Ann Wool is there, along with John. Looks like John Bernthal is there. Was he in the last season?
Yeah.
He was. Okay. That
and
makes
of
sense.
course,
Matthew Lillard, huh?
yep, Kristen Ritter is back as Jessica Jones, which is good. That means
I
you're
enjoyed
getting.
the first season of Jessica Jones. I don't think I saw the second season because that came after the their crossover. What was that? The Defenders, right?
Yeah, maybe. I think so.
I think it did. Yeah. Because yes, Daredevil came out in early 15. Jessica Jones came out in late 15, and then we had Luke Cage. And then they had Iron Fist, and that was in late 16, and that was when everyone was like, "What happened here?" Like the last half of Luke Cage. Oh, but we also had season 2. Season 2 of Daredevil came out on March 17th of 2017. That's right.
Yeah.
So, because I remember season 2 opened up weird because they had this Irish mafia just gets mowed down on St. Patrick's Day when they released it. And I went like, is there coding here, Netflix? What's going on? Like, what? No, I don't like to look into things like that. But you chose an interesting time to do that.
Fair. But
so,
needless to say, the Netflix shows were dark. And this has the same feel. Season 1 of Born Again definitely just felt like a continuation of that whole saga, and they kind of treated it as such. So it's good. It's good they're continuing with it, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, here's Bullseye, and then there they are. Oh, cute. So we got the black uniform. Did he have that at the end of the first season of Born Again?
I think it was a darker red.
Yeah. These are behind the scenes shots. I mean, I don't know. That could probably tell you that. But okay, cool. So there's that. That comes out at the end of this month. So hi ho, everybody. Next on the list is
Maul.
Well, I don't have that in order here. Here we go. Share this tab instead. And we'll do that. And here we go.
To the mall.
Times have changed.
They're only getting worse.
I will show you the galaxy for what it truly is.
Lobsters.
Things from a new perspective.
Pike Syndicate and Stormtroopers.
Always running.
I invite you to look more closely.
What are we dealing with?
Good question. And I offer you an opportunity.
That was cool. The double lightsaber reveal again.
We have all been made to suffer. We survive, but do not live.
Another hallway scene.
The Emperor wants you dead.
Ooh, an Inquisitor.
Chains can be broken.
Hang on!
And empires can be shattered.
Okay, we just saw. Is there more? Hold on. Okay, thanks. Thanks for that title card, Disney. We just saw some stormtroopers totally get cut in half.
Bisected.
Yeah. I mean, obviously that's a... Wait, was it as graphic as I thought? Maybe not.
No.
I thought they literally fell apart.
Kind of. It kind of looks like what happened to him.
Well, that's the homage, right? There was also one other thing I saw that was visually similar, and this. Them fighting back and forth here, shooting back and forth on the bridge. That was very similar to the opening battle sequence of the Clone Wars movie. Except this is more visually interesting.
It's also a bit reminiscent of the fight scene where they gunned down Kiadi Mundi during the Order 66 scene, because they were fighting on a bridge, and then there was a scene from the Clone Wars season 7 where Obi-Wan and Cody and company are pinned down and they're waiting for Anakin to come in, and it was another bridge battle scene. I don't know. This almost looks like it might be Utapau.
Uda what?
Well, Utapau, the planet that Obi-Wan goes to chase down Grievous and attack, and then Revenge of the Sith. You know, it was all those
all
tunnels,
canyons,
like those canyons.
Yeah, deep holes and stuff. It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah. So,
all right, we don't really know much. Like, does this take place between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope? Well, it has to, right?
Yeah, because he's killed by Obi-Wan prior to A New Hope.
Yeah, right before.
Rebels. So
Right.
this is as he's trying to rebuild his criminal empire after it was taken down by the Republic, Ahsoka and the Republic, when he kicked him off of Mandalore. And kind of hinted at where he's like really the head of whatever it was. Like he became, he was Voss's boss in Solo, and then Kira's boss.
Syndicate.
Well, it was called Crimson Dawn was
Crimson Dawn
was the syndicate that Dryden Voss was in charge of. I believe he called this his Shadow Collective when he went through that whole wiping out the tops of the crime families in Clone Wars, and then took over, and then they took over Mandalore. So that was that's where I think we're at with that.
Yeah.
So I think he's trying to rebuild all of this after he kind of lost a lot of his power when Mandalore got taken.
Let's see here. What's the premise here? After the Clone Wars, Maul plots to rebuild his criminal syndicate on a planet untouched by the Empire. Untouched by the Empire. What does that mean?
Maybe
that's all we got.
The Outer Rim.
That's all we got. Do we have any other episode? Nope. We just have episode 1, and that was the premise of the whole thing. Do we have pictures? Nope. These are all stills from the trailer, and it's 2 of them. So never mind.
So there is a Twi'lek Jedi that you see in this. So
right here.
Rumors that she's going to be his apprentice and maybe the Disney canon version of Darth Talon.
Oh, isn't she red and black? Does she tattoo herself, or
maybe? They don't really get into it in the comics, because in the original comics, Darth Talon is from the Legacy era, which is there was some really interesting Star Wars comics put together in the mid 2000s, like 2007 to 10 area.
Oh
Or,
boy,
you know,
I just did an
just
image
let-
search for her, and there's a lot of fan cosplay that is lit. This is a safe one.
well, yeah, but that's what she, you know, it's very provocative in the comic books. And
Yeah.
that being said, like so there was this the character was in a future that was roughly 130 to 140 years after the Galactic Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it kind of follows a descendant of Luke Skywalker and how another galactic civil war has kind of shaken things up, and where the Sith actually kind of take over, but not like Palpatine and Vader, but like this former Jedi named Darth Krayt becomes, you know, this supreme ruler of what he calls the one Sith. And instead of having the rule of two, he's got, you know, all sorts of, you know, junior Sith lords and inquisitors and whatnot.
Hmm.
Kind of like what the old Legends books and comics would talk about the Sith Empire as it, you know, tried to conquer the galaxy like thousands of years before the movies.
Right. This is probably an homage to what she's going to turn into.
Yes.
All the red
and
everything.
You want to hear something? Yes. You want to hear something interesting though?
What's that?
When they started to leak George Lucas's perspective for a sequel trilogy, and remember how it was put out that Maul was going to be the big bad of this of Lucas's sequels.
Yes.
So he was supposed to have an apprentice, Darth Talon, who was supposed to be like a red Twi'lek. So.
Oh, okay. Well, there it is.
Well, there's some continuity here now. It could be an homage, or she could be set up to be the canon version of this mysterious Sith Lord.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah.
I gotta ask, is it worth it because we know how Darth Maul dies? Like, I mean, that's kind of the trap that we have with all these TV shows. We don't know how Ahsoka dies, but with all this nonlinear storytelling that they're doing with Star Wars, does it not feel a little zero stakes?
Ahsoka is different because she.
Well, I'm not talking about
how
Ahsoka.
she does.
But
I'm making a point, though. You do have a valid point. There are some, you know, there's some thoughts about that, right? So we've seen Maul's, you know, you've kind of seen a span of Maul from his first appearance in Phantom Menace all the way to his death in the Clone Wars. But if the story's compelling enough, it should be enjoyable. Now, you're right. Do they bounce around a lot? Sure. But I don't know. If the writing's compelling, then it'll be worth it. If not, then it'll be one of those things that maybe should have been best left to the ages, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's just my only concern about that, you know?
Sure.
Yeah, there's jeez Louise. But we'll see. Only one way to find out, right? So
will you grant me the moment to share?
Oh yeah, here, let me remove.
Alrighty. I found just let me know, but I found a screen from the comic.
Yeah, that is provocative.
Yep, and that's Darth Krayt over here. It was
Who's the guy on
definitely
the right? Oh, well, he's not a Twi'lek.
He is a Twi'lek. That's like Bib Fortuna with the Twi'lek that
Oh,
wrapped
really?
around his neck. Yeah.
I didn't realize Bib Fortuna was also a Twi'lek.
Yeah, he was just fat and gross.
Okay, well, there it is.
The males and the females do look a little different in the, the character design. So males have a little bit more of a bulbous head.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And there it is. So,
but if they do compelling storytelling where he maybe takes on an apprentice, like, this is almost, then it could almost be like the antithesis to Rebels, right? You see Maul kind of building up his own thing in, kind of undercutting the Galactic Empire and, training his own apprentice. So at some point we gotta find out. At some point, I guess they're gonna have to tell us how he ended up kind of destitute, wandering around on whatever it was, Malachor, where they found him in Rebels.
They will have to do that. Maybe that'll be his end point, where he needs to go to Malachor to get whatever is there. What do they go for, the holocron or something?
Yeah, I think they went to uncover some. Went there to find ways to defeat the Sith Lord, aka Darth Vader.
Right. Well, we shall see.
Yep. But
going from,
by the way, the animation style, the Clone Wars style animation style, just continues to get better every time they have a new show. It's more refined. It's more natural looking.
For fear of sounding,
you would hope so.
Better,
right?
Better.
It's so funny if you go back and you watch like a season 1 of the Clone Wars, and how kind of wooden at times it is. Now there's still great episodes.
The TV show started in 2008, right?
Yeah,
because the movie itself came out in early 2008, and then they had the TV show debut a little later than that, right?
Yeah,
the movie was all about rescuing Jabba the Hutt's son.
Yep.
Yeah,
which
I never
gets
saw
a callback.
It does get a callback in this next one.
Well, to be fair, the original plan was that to be 4 episodes, the first 4 episodes of the Clone Wars, but somebody got a wild hair, slapped them together, and turned it into a movie.
It was all just blaster fire. That whole movie was just all blasters firing back at each other. Like the first 30 minutes, it was all just like.
Little did we know how awesome the awesomeness that would spin off.
We get it. It was so. Anyway, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Moving from one Star Wars to another Star War, but this time further into the future.
Probably
we have
about
this trailer
10 to 15 years later.
This trailer that I also have not seen, by the way. So this is a live watch. Mandalorian Grogu.
This was a good trailer.
Hey, never touch the
I thought you said hey.
I can use some information.
Whoa, for this price, I'll tell you whatever you want.
I'm looking for a hut.
Close for the night. Thank you.
Is that Martin Scorsese?
More criminals.
It is.
Long live the Empire.
We'll take out every bad guy in your deck of cards.
This isn't about revenge. It's about preventing another war.
Strap in.
You will suffer. And then it will be his turn.
Before going into harm's
Bad
way,
call.
check your armor. The kid will live centuries beyond me. I won't always be around to protect him.
Swimming Grogu. My kid loved that.
Are you scared? You should be.
Do we run? Or do we fight?
I like this kid.
Zeb.
Another cute alien baby. Oh, geez.
Let's save the rest for after dinner.
The macaroons.
Yeah, that came back.
That was the commercial that everybody hoped that we were getting during the Super Bowl instead of the Sam Elliott beer commercial version, which I thought was awesome. But so many people felt so bait and switched. I'm like, it reminds me of the Austin Powers one.
Yeah, that wasn't a Super Bowl commercial, though. That was them playing off of... Okay, so see, here's the difference. Austin Powers is a comedy. And Austin Powers was playing off of the idea of a more popular movie franchise than itself. And so that kind of worked because it was movie to movie. Whereas with Mandalorian and Grogu, Star Wars doing a beer commercial fake because it was the Super Bowl, that didn't translate as well.
You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I enjoyed it. But again, I also love Sam Elliott. I love those classic Super Bowl beer commercials. And it was, you know, kind of like, and they're doing the Clydesdale thing, you know, with the Tauntauns. But then it's also like very, you know, Sam Elliott did all the Coors commercials and felt very Tap the Rockies. So, and if that means at some point I get Sam Elliott in a Star Wars project, well, then anybody else who bitches about this, that cheesy trailer can eat it. Sam Elliott as the next wise Jedi Master.
Oh, I don't know, man. He's a good spirit guide, you know, on a Western front. It could be in Star Wars, but not necessarily a Jedi.
Hey, he could be a Mandalorian elder. And then all he needs to do is voice acting. He doesn't have to take off his helmet, but once or twice just so you can see the mustache.
I mean, hold on. We already know that Mando follows a very strict, you know, sect of Mandalorian code that is not, not widely followed among the mainstream of Mandalorians.
Sure.
So he wouldn't have to. He could still be there. He doesn't have to wear the helmet all the time.
Yeah, he could be another one of the Mandalorians from the other, you know, segments that were together. Or he also would have been a pretty good mentor for Han Solo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I will say I liked Solo and I liked Woody Harrelson in that. I don't like the idea of replacing Woody Harrelson.
I'm not saying replacing. Maybe he's this guy that Han has to meet. He becomes you kind of remind me of me when I was your age. You know?
Oh, jeez. Yeah. You kind of remind me of me.
Would you like a cold frosty Coors?
Oh, my. Do you have to cuss so much?
Yeah. This is Star Wars. There's no cussing at all. All right. And you're right.
Oh,
That was definitely Martin Scorsese as the vendor that Mando's talking to.
Yeah. Okay. As soon as he reminded me of.
He looks like him.
Yeah, he does. He reminded me of though.
I mean,
that
there's definitely
Jazz,
an homage there.
was it Jazz Bako or whatever from the owner of the diner in Attack of the Clones?
Yeah. Dexter.
Jexter.
Yeah, it was a terrible name.
But just such a human alien.
Yeah.
Which was interesting. So I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it takes me out of it a little bit when I see something like that. But then again, you see Twi'leks act pretty human. They don't have an accent. It's just when they
Some
have
do.
them like looks. Well, I know you're right. They do, but the big one, yeah, whatever. A lot of the ones we don't see have an accent. Was it Jessica Biel? Was it Jessica Biel that was in
Mary Elizabeth Winstead?
Wait, Mary Elizabeth Winstead? She was the casino owner?
Oh no, you're right. Jessica
wasn't Jessica Biel.
Jennifer Beals.
Jennifer Beals. Yeah, that's right.
Jessica Biel is different. Yeah, she's Timberlake's wife, and she was in a lot of great stuff.
She was in that pilot movie where they had to, with Jamie Foxx, where they had to fight the AI fighter jet that got out of control.
Yeah, she was also in the A-Team movie.
Well, there we are.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't about Jessica Biel.
Nope.
It was Jennifer Beals.
Yes.
And she was great in that part with
Flashdance.
The book of
Boba Fett. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you get Sigourney Weaver, the sci-fi, the queen of sci-fi.
Yeah.
Who's like Mando's boss.
Is she? Like, is he working for the? I mean, is that what this alluded to? That he was working for the New Republic?
Well, if you remember the end of Mando season 3, he goes and meets up with Carson Teva, and they kind of like work out this deal where he's going to like help the New Republic track down Imperial remnants.
Yeah.
He'll take jobs from them in between chilling sessions at the house on Navarro with Grogu.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if you remember this tall, lanky figure with like a face mask and like a wide brim hat walking through the rain. That is the famous bounty hunter Embo, who showed up in a bunch of episodes of the Clone Wars.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah.
I knew I was supposed to know him, but I
could
didn't.
Throw that. He could throw that hat like a frisbee, ride down on it. When they did the Seven Samurai episode of the Clone Wars with it's like Ahsoka, Anakin, and Obi-Wan get stranded on a planet and end up helping this village who have also hired a bunch of bounty hunters. He's one of them. It's very, it's Magnificent Seven. It's Seven Samurai.
Yeah. Not High Noon. That was the other one. Was that Star Wars Underworld? What was that one we watched last year?
Tales of the Underworld.
Tales of the Underworld. Thank you. Because
you're right. It was kind of High Noonish.
That was High Noon. That was High Noon. But Seven Samurai is different.
Yeah.
So yeah. Not to rain on anyone's parade. I am ambivalent.
You've been ambivalent on everything we've reviewed so far, so
I have been. I honestly, I am not seeing anything that is really capturing my attention. Like there's a movie that's coming out at the end of this month that I'm really looking forward to, and only really looking forward to in the sense that on my scale of really looking forward to it. And I don't even remember what it's called again. Coming soon. Oh, Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling. I'm looking forward to that movie. I want to see that in the biggest way possible. We weren't even going to talk about that, and we're not going to, but that's just my point. Like
it wasn't being backed by the Catholic Church, or the NFL, so I figured it wasn't worth it.
Oh, you've done better.
I don't have to because I have done better.
Yeah. Anyway,
look.
So we'll see.
Whether
I'm probably
you're
gonna have
into
to
it or
see
not, this one, we're gonna see it, and you're going to have to, so we can review it.
Yeah. At least it comes out in May. I don't have a lot of stuff going on at the end of May. Thank goodness. So
this is one that even Mrs. Kathman's down with. She just wants to see Grogu up on the big screen.
Well, yeah.
Mrs. Kathman is not the biggest Star Wars fan, but she does like him. Not the TV show The Mandalorian, just Grogu. I think it's a maternal instinct that kicks in.
It is. It's definitely a maternal instinct.
He's cute, he's precocious, he coos, he's got floppy ears. My kid about passed out when she saw him swimming.
Yeah, I remember you
in
saying
the trailer.
That. Mm-hmm.
So she's excited. So it'll be interesting. This looks like hopefully it looks like it's going to be a fun adventure romp.
Hopefully it is. I mean, Jon Favreau, it's Jon Favreau, man. So we can only hope.
Yeah.
He's our only hope.
Help me, Jon Favreau. You're my only hope. All right. Now, here's one that looks
we're going to switch it up.
Very fascinating. Now we're going into the world of superheroes with the Nick Cage helmed Amazon Prime TV show, Spider-Noir, which, by the way, it's kind of a spin-off of the Into the Spider-Verse movies, where he does play an animated version of the Spider-Noir character.
There is no reason for them to not have it be a spin-off.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's like a direct spin-off or people just found it entertaining. I don't know if it's actually related at all.
You know what? This is the true hue color one. Did we want to do the black and white one?
You know what? Let's do the black and white.
What the hell? Why not?
And that's the thing. You can actually watch each episode in either color or black and white, which I think is pretty awesome. We haven't gotten anything black and white like that since Werewolf by Night, which you and I both agreed the black and white was pretty cool. It was
it was a good
old throwback to those classic monster movies.
You can selectively have the audience see a specific color, which adds meaning to the scene. When you have a black and white presentation like this. So, all right, without further ado, let's watch Spider-Noir with Nicolas Cage. This man was up to play Superman, everybody. We don't need that.
I gotta be honest with you. It looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's Spider-Man. Give me Spider-Man any part of the day, right?
Sure. Clearly, there's some connection to him being because this is supposed to take place in the 30s. So he clearly served in World War One. He was wearing a World War One trench coat, some gear. You know, when in some of these de-age scenes,
Yeah.
He's clearly supposed to be a hard-boiled 1930s style detective, private eye.
Yeah. I'm surprised he runs as much. Unless that was before he got his powers, but it's assumed that he got his powers during World War One. Do you know the backstory behind Spider-Noir? I don't.
No, I don't.
All right, we'll find out together. We'll just say,
yeah.
Hey, this is us coming from Normie Land, everybody. And this is our impression so far.
All right. So here's the premise. Ben Reilly, an aging down on his luck private investigator, grapples with his past life as the only superhero in 1930s New York, the Spider. When an exceptional case comes to life, Reilly must become the Spider once more. And under some notes here, an older, grizzled version of Spider-Man who's a down on his luck PI and a superhero from an alternate world based in 1930s New York. He returns to being the Spider after stepping away from the role years prior due to a personal tragedy. It's described as being older and jaded, not afraid to punch a guy in the face drunkenly. I already like this guy.
Yeah. Might as well just say this is DT's rap sheet. This is a psychological profile right here.
Jesus, don't tell people that.
Well, I wouldn't say that I'm waiting on pins and needles for this, but I am very curious. And it is something I will make a point to watch. So
even if it's just for hammy Nicolas Cage, that could be worth it.
How many episodes are there? Do they say?
Let me see.
8. There are 8 episodes they have listed here. So,
well, you can get away with that because, Spider-Man, 8 legs. There you go.
Cute. They all release at the same time too.
Yeah,
that's what IMDb says.
Interesting. Wow, this got a good cast. You got Brendan Gleeson's going to be in that.
Is that Jackie Gleason's grandson?
No.
Yeah. Mad Eye Mooney.
Yes.
From Harry Potter.
Yes.
He was also in the Banshees of Inisherin.
Yeah. Braveheart.
I didn't see Braveheart. I know.
Okay.
I need to see Braveheart.
His kid is Domhnall Gleeson, who was General Hux in the sequel trilogy.
So wait, father and son were both in Harry Potter, huh?
Yep.
Because Domhnall was Bill Weasley. So
fair enough.
And Domhnall was also in Taylor Swift's music video Opalite, where he apparently told her on Graham Norton's show live on air that he wanted to be in a video of hers, and that she immediately was inspired right there on camera. You can see it. Click. It's fun to see a creative suddenly have inspiration strike them. So
yeah,
do what you will about Taylor. That's all our stuff. So
yeah, looks like we're gonna get some
Lucas Haas.
Noir. Yeah, looks like we're gonna get some noir versions of some classic Spider-Man characters like Flint Marko, aka the Sandman, and Electro.
I did see that. Yes. I saw a guy that looked, he was like a little charged up. So
oh, hey, you want to know what's great?
What's that?
Andrew Robinson, aka Garrick himself, is going to be in this show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
As what? We don't know.
The cast is currently unknown, but
we'll find
it
out.
would be great just to hear that silky smooth voice there.
He better channel Garrick.
God, I would love to see him, kind of do a little bit of a weird off face to face with Nick Cage.
That would be interesting. Yes.
Your TV might break.
A little bit, but I'm due for a new one.
I've seen this trailer, I think maybe twice before, and seeing it again, and I think I watched it in color the first time, and in black and white, man, it tickles me because I used to like watching a lot of these old, westerns and war movies and some of these old classic movies. I enjoyed the black and white,
Oh yeah.
There's just something about it at times. I think that's one of the reasons why Spielberg did Schindler's List that way, for that
you
sort
can
of
add
effect.
color to make it have meaning.
Sure. But this is neat, man. I'm looking forward to this one. More than I thought.
Definitely on the slate, that's for sure.
It definitely piques the curiosity.
Speaking of peaking, I don't know where are all these things now.
Now,
speaking of peaking,
getting back to DC Comics, The Lanterns.
The Lanterns. Here we go, everybody.
With all due respect, we've been training for what, 2 months? And I haven't even worn the ring yet.
Don't get hung up on the jewelry, Junior. You're just a fucking substitute teacher. You're not ready to get up in front of the class until the ring says you are.
Dropped an F-bomb.
All right.
Yeah, HBO.
I could have died.
You want me to train you? I'm training you.
Something is off here. I can feel it.
This is my town.
Feels like a Western.
You're a big shot. Noted. But stay the fuck out of my way.
I think she hates your guts.
It's the way she hates them.
This is a stupid plan.
Not that stupid.
That I don't doubt. The Green Lantern's oath is to protect people. We both know I do a better job of this than you.
This is my job. As long as I'm alive, that ain't changing.
Feels very down to
take a deep breath, Junior.
You're old.
Very street level.
You're tired. Your time is up.
I don't understand. Who are you exactly?
Hal Jordan, Green Lantern.
All right, Hal Jordan. They can just shoot him with the.
Have you ever talked with the other Lanterns?
I'm the only human. They're aliens. One of them's a fucking squirrel.
Okay, but Nathan Fillion's supposed to be in this.
As Guy Gardner.
Yeah. So, like, as an old Guy Gardner? No, because it'd be modern.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Should be roughly about, this should be probably right around the same time as the Superman movie. Let me see. Green Lantern, yeah. The series follows experienced Lantern Hal Jordan and new recruit John Stewart as they investigate a murder in Nebraska, which leads them to darker mysteries and reckonings.
So why is a cosmic superhero, a cosmic level type of superhero that's supposed to protect one of 14 million sectors of the universe, investigating a murder in Nebraska?
Maybe, I would assume that there's something that stands out as beyond
sure
the regular.
I'm curious.
Maybe, yeah.
We get Sinestro in this too. Played by Ulrich Thompson.
Yes,
And then,
Sinestro.
All right, so Sinestro is going to be involved in this somehow. So they're going to turn it into something, we might have Sinestro try to subvert the Green Lantern pass down or whatever, but we still have Guy Fletcher or Fleegman or I don't know, Guy Gardner, Guy Fleegman. Galaxy Quest, everybody.
Yeah. Interesting. They say Laura Linney is also supposed to show up in this in an unspecified role.
What's she been in?
Let's see. She was the C Word. She was Ozarks.
Oh yeah. Okay. As what's his face's wife.
Yeah. The C Word was a show where this was a woman kind of trying to figure her life out after getting cancer. I think it was the C Word.
That's a delightful pun. I know it was meant to grab an audience's attention. That's for sure. Okay. Well, we'll see. So I know that this, I can see why that this trailer, I'm not saying I don't like this trailer. I'm actually intrigued by it. There was some stuff about this trailer said today, though, that people were a little nonplussed by it. Like a lot of comments were, oh yeah, just what I wanted to see, a superhero movie about intergalactic superheroes that of two guys riding in a car. We probably don't see them use their powers until the 8th episode.
Maybe,
plausible, by the way. don't count that one out. But I don't know. I mean, I'm willing to give it a shot. There's a lot of hate for James Gunn right now. A lot.
Why?
Well, a lot of it has to do with his interactions with people online. And basically, when someone basically figures something out, he just lies outright to say, no, you don't have that right. It's completely wrong. But they did get it right. That's part of it. I don't know. It's a very irrational thing I'm seeing. A lot of people are cheering for him to not follow the DC studios into Paramount when that deal finally goes through at the end of the year. But I'd like him to stay. I want to see where the DC universe goes. I've seen where Marvel goes. I'd like to learn more about DC and kind of see where that goes. Be kind of nice. That, and
I guess we'll see.
And if I get to be able to have Paramount Plus and HBO Max through my Disney Plus account, well, freaking great.
Sweet. Merge them all.
I already had it all merged. I have HBO Max merged with my Hulu and Disney Plus account. So I use my Disney Plus login for HBO Max, which is weird, but three streaming for 20.
If they keep merging these things, it's just going to be TV all over again. Oh yeah. Well, I need to just pay another $12 a month so I can get this package.
Yeah, I told you that I canceled my Paramount Plus account, and then the next day they offer me another 2 months at 99 cents per month. Again, I haven't paid full freight except for 1 month in the last year. Everything else has been promo stuff.
Well, to quote the legendary, well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Hey, it's called a tightwad.
Come on, man. That was a classic Bruce Campbell line.
I'm sorry.
Army of Darkness.
I'm sorry. It's been a little while since I've seen Army of Darkness. By the way, ironic that you brought up Bruce Campbell in the last episode at the very moment when he announced that he was ill.
And we wish him all the best because Bruce is most definitely a favorite of ours. Has been for a long time. And we love you, Bruce. Keep up the good fight.
I know him through, and I know him through Hercules and Xena. That's how I got introduced to Bruce Campbell. And then the first movie I came across with him was in Army of Darkness that they showed on USA late one night on a Friday night that I was home when I was in high school. I'm like, what the hell is this? We've talked about
USA
it.
Up All Night?
No, it wasn't Up All Night, which I was just thinking about that thing too, though. That was a fun little bumper hour, a couple hours, but no, it was on, maybe it wasn't USA. Maybe it was on TNT or something.
Probably TNT, because they also had like I can't even remember what it was. It was it was like they'd have like B-movie Saturday nights or something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that. I'm like, this looks really schlocky, but it's Bruce Campbell. Like, and then he has that nice moment with that girl. He goes, "Give me some sugar, baby," and I'm like, what?
Only Bruce can get away with that.
I know.
It's the chin.
I was just very confused by that movie. I didn't even finish it. Or maybe I did. I think I did finish it. I had to finish it because I didn't know which direction this thing was going. So, yeah. I walked away going, well, that happened. I want to see more DC, by the way, with James Gunn. I think James Gunn would be a good continuing force for more of these shows.
Agreed.
So we'll see. So Lanterns is on the calendar, and then we're up on our last one. Probably apropos.
Yes, we are.
We don't have a trailer for this one though, and there's actually not a lot going on. But we'll just hold on. Let me just throw it up on here, and then we'll share this tab instead. Boom! Vision Quest.
At the moment, there's not even really a well, there's not even a premise really on it yet. But here's what we can tell you: the showrunner for Vision Quest is Terry Matalas.
Yeah, fresh off of a very successful Picard season 3 outing.
Yeah.
That Paramount wasn't allowed to hire him to continue because Alex Kurtzman didn't want him. So
down with Kurtzman, you sack of shit.
Anyway,
all right. So here's basically what we can infer. So you've got Paul Bettany back as Vision. The character was killed in Avengers Infinity War, then resurrected with an all-white appearance and no memories or emotions in the series WandaVision. After his memories were restored at the end of that series, Vision is now struggling to connect those memories in Vision Quest. Showrunner Terry Matalas compares this journey to that of the Star Trek character Spock in Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home.
Of course he would.
As part of his journey, Vision sees personifications of other AI programs in his mind, which includes James Spader coming back as
Ultron.
And just in case you weren't sure where, Terry Matalas came from, Todd Stashwick is back.
Oh, oh, Captain Shaw.
Yep.
Well, good. That means that Mr. Matalas likes actors he rewards actors that are good to him.
Yep.
I like seeing that.
Shows. Yeah,
because that also. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I apologize. It's a formulating thought as it goes through, but it also means that Matalas is an actor's director. Where people respond well to his direction and everything like that. And yeah, it bodes well for on-screen chemistry and whatnot. So let's go with that.
So, just in case we weren't, just in case we didn't know just how much Terry Matalas loves his Star Trek people, you have Orla Brady is back as the voice of Friday.
Yay, I like her.
Yep.
I think isn't she the voice of gosh, now I have to look it up. She's not here. That's Todd Stashwick. Oh, damn it. Now I have to look up Orla Brady because, first of all,
of course,
go ahead.
She was in Picard as.
Oh, yeah. She was the Vulcan. Laris.
Romulan.
Not the Vulcan. She was the Romulan. Yeah.
Correct.
And I liked her. I liked her. I liked that character. That's probably what I was trying to look up what else she did. She's also in Fringe, apparently. Anyway, it's because of Friday that my Siri on my iPhone has an Irish accent and it's female. So
yeah, but Friday, she wasn't the original voice of Friday.
She wasn't. No, you're right. Who was she? Okay, Ultron.
It was another Irish actress, Carrie Condon. That's right.
You're just pulling this up. I'm like trying desperately to pull it up myself, and
I'm just clicking links.
You're just clicking links. There's a lot of me trying to go through the entire cast of Age of Ultron here.
Todd Stashwick is playing a character known as Paladin, who is a bounty hunter hunting Vision. Matalas compares Paladin to Boba Fett. And I don't remember, did you watch all of Agatha all along?
No, I didn't.
No. The teenage kid who was with Agatha turns out to be one of the Maximov kids.
Yes, I knew that. I did know that, though. Yeah, the guy.
And then now you've got the other Maximov kid showing up in this. So clearly there's going to be some links to all of this since, WandaVision, kind of the whole, her whole life with Vision and the twins were all like kind of in some ways manifestations of her power combined with figments of her imagination.
Yeah.
But that's why she was searching through all the multiverses in the multiverse of madness, trying to find a way to bring her kids back. So clearly there's still links coming from that.
Do you know what else Carrie Condon was in? The original voice of Friday? The Banshees of Inisherin.
Okay, so Terry Matalas likes Irish movies.
That's just so weird that I brought that up randomly with Gleason. And then I guess it's not because it's a small world, but it's not technically yes, but actually no. It's just, I don't know. That was weird.
And you want one more curveball for this?
Sure.
Mary McDonnell, aka President Laura Roslin from Battlestar Galactica, is an undisclosed role in this.
We'll find out. She's a good actress.
We will. She is.
She had a very limited role in Scream 5.
She was in Dances with Wolves, man.
I didn't see Dances with Wolves.
You missed out.
Apparently, my mother-in-law said the same thing. She practically put me on the couch and said, "We're going to watch that movie right now," and it was already 9:00, and I'm like, "This is not going to work." So,
fair enough. So apparently, As part of his journey, Vision sees personifications of other AIs in his mind. So you get Ultron, you get Edith, and you get Jarvis. But rather than Paul Bettany just talking to himself as Jarvis, they actually have James Darcy, who played the real life human version,
The real Jarvis.
Edwin Jarvis. Yeah. Tony Stark's butler, or excuse me, Howard Stark's butler in Agent Carter, and a wonderful little cameo in Endgame, which was like the first character from a Marvel TV show to be brought into the movie.
I liked that they
nice.
did that. It was nice. I'm like, oh yay, we get to see him. That's good. And he's a nice little bridge.
And he's now back he's going to do the voice of Jarvis, which probably helps differentiate. So rather than doing what Metalis did in Picard season 3, where Data and Lore and all the other Soongs are in his head, all talking with the same voice. Even though Brent Spiner did an excellent job denoting personalities.
Yes, he did.
If you're going to be doing this for every episode, it kind of helps to help keep it straight with other voices.
Yup. Yeah.
Plus, you also get the return of James Darcy as Jarvis, which I think is excellent. So it looks interesting. At least they definitely are stacking the deck to make sure that people are coming back. But it also feels organic in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
So, and if Metalis does well with this, he's only going to continue to rise. So,
he could be a good successor to Feige. We'll see. I mean,
maybe you'll get a crack at a movie or something.
Yeah, I Feige recognized him. Feige was the one that brought him on after watching Picard season 3, and he made
clearly
point.
He watched Picard because he's a Star Trek nerd.
Yeah. Well, Feige made a point in the press release when it was announced that Metalis was going to be hired by Marvel. He's like, when you see talent like that, you take it, because you'd be a fool to let it go. That was a nice little dig at Kurtzman. So, which I appreciate.
Well, Feige probably hates what Kurtzman's doing to Star Trek too.
I bet he does. I mean, as someone who did the homage to Star Trek 6 at the end of Endgame, which was perfect, by the way, he is definitely a fan of older Trek. So,
yeah. Well, he is older than even us, so you know.
Yeah. Doesn't need to be emphasized, though.
It does. We're younger than he is. That's a better way to put it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, this one should be interesting. So I think we'll see some neat stuff, and of course, that all leads to the end of the year. And we're not going to talk much about it, but Avengers Doomsday, December 18th. The 5th Avengers movie. So many people coming back.
5th. Yeah.
It is.
Man.
6th or crazy. 6th if you count Captain America Civil War as basically an Avengers movie.
Oh, that was an Avengers movie, man. Like, dude.
Honest Trailers called it Avengers. What do you call it? Avengers 2.5.
Yeah, it was. Well, I remember as soon as Age of Ultron came out, and then we knew that Civil War was the next big movie, because Ant-Man was coming out after Ultron, right?
Yep.
In August, and that happened. That's fine. After Ant-Man came out, I saw the cast list, and I'm like, well, this is an Avengers movie. I mean, it was, you know. And nothing wrong with it. I enjoyed Civil War immensely. Captain was wrong, but I enjoyed it. I'm kind of in this Tony Stark camp, but that's me. So
it is an interesting question: freedom or security?
Well, it wasn't even that. It was we need to keep our assets in check. And if they can't, if they don't answer to a higher power, i.e. the US government, then they have to retire.
It was supposed to be the United Nations.
Yeah, that's bullshit. United Nations is the worst organization ever created by mankind in the last 70 years. There's a few others that were created before that are even worse.
Like the League of Nations?
Yeah, well, that was just ill-gotten and everything. And we don't need to get into it, but the UN is just terrible. It's useless. And the fact that there are countries that even don't have governments that are on the Security Council are questionable to me. So that's a bad idea to have them be in charge of the Avengers. So, and it was the World Security Council, wasn't it? No, that was defunct in Ultron, wasn't it not? Not Ultron.
Yes.
It was defunct in Winter Soldier.
Yes.
Because they actually in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the older man that was in the World Council,
Hydra.
He was part of Hydra, yeah. Yeah, anyway. Yep. So, yeah, I get it. I mean, the question was, can we trust them? And obviously with Hydra around, you couldn't, but you just have these rogue vigilantes not answer to anyone? That's the question. Like, what do? You have to find some happy medium somewhere.
Yeah. Steve didn't like being used, so.
Well, and he had every right to feel that way. And then he got his own. He got his own in the end. And I hope they don't ruin that in Doomsday. I really hope.
I guess we'll see.
We will find out. All right. That should do it. Anything else? Any other things you want to bring up?
No. I mean, I'm sure there's other projects that we didn't cover, but these are some big ones. These are ones that we're relatively interested in, and that's what we covered. So,
yeah. All right. Well, until the next time, everybody, you guys keep dreaming. We'll keep working. I am P.S. McKay. We are those sci-fi guys. So long, everybody.
And I'm TT Cavman. And from the high ground, I say, hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you.
That can warp the stars. DT's got stories from cavalry scars. One writes the worlds where the heroes fly, the other roll tanks under desert sky. From sandbox sports to the final frontier, two kids with dreams and a six-pack of beer. Different roads, same old spark. Talking Trek till the streetlights spark. We're either sci-fi guys riding warp speed waves. Mac and DT cannon lighting up the airwaves. Blasters or books, we're geek to the core. Laughing through the lore on those sci-fi guys. Max spins a tale about a rogue AI. Counters with man, I drove that guy. From doom to doom, we argue the stakes while the coffee gets cold and the pizza box breaks. Childhood pals in a grown-up fight for the best damn death scene on a Friday night. Pixels or pages, we're never done. Two working stiffs chasing alien sun. We're in those sci-fi guys right airwaves, blasters, or books. We're geek to the core, laughing through the lore on those sci-fi guys. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, yeah. No capes, no powers, just regular days, but we'll save the galaxy in our own ways. Max drafting novels in the dead of night. DT's got tank tracks, turns them into light. Together we're louder than a hyperdrive screen. Two regular dudes living the sci-fi dream. Yeah, yeah, we're with those sci-fi guys riding warp speed waves. Mac and DT coming lighting up the airwaves. From the sandbox to the stars, we'll never say die. Tune in, geek out, those sci-fi guys. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Next week, Blade Runners or replicants? Bring the Bourbon Rider boys, gonna get real.